The weekly breakdown.
Hi there.
135. Tyler, Keith. Another little intimate chit chat.
Another intimate one. Whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. A lot of things that have happened since last time we have done an episode, and a lot of things that are going to be happening here soon. It's kind of calm before the storm. Next week is that October 27th date.
Gamegeddon.
Yeah, where Mario, Wolfenstein, Assassin's Creed, Stranger Things comes out.
Something else comes out.
It's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken.
Jigsaw.
I'll go see it.
And in my world, the new Nebula Scars album comes out, which I'm looking forward to very much. I accidentally ordered 2 drunk copies of that. Good thing I looked at my Amazon orders recently, and I'm like, why do I have two copies of this ordered? Gotta cancel one. So I saved myself a little bit of money.
Save yourself, what, $20 probably?
Yeah, like 13, I think. But still, there's a lot of stuff. I'm looking forward to all those games.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be picking them all up. I might hold off on starting Origins until I beat Syndicate, but I'll beat Syndicate in next week. But I'm gonna get it. Mm-hmm. And it's not like I'm gonna sit on it. Like I've literally done nothing but play Syndicate. I play Overwatch, get my loot boxes done in Overwatch, and then I play Syndicate. Mm-hmm. That's basically all I've been doing.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a whole lot of time to play stuff, but I've been playing a little bit of the new South Park Fractured But Whole, which is pretty fun. It's the first game, just a little bit more refined, different story, different character classes. The battle system, instead of just being strictly turn-based, is now based off of a grid and everything. It's in an order, and I mean, it's still a ridiculous thing. You have like nuclear farts that blow people into everybody else and just do crazy shit.
Isn't one of the collectibles in the game to shit in every toilet?
Yeah, that's a trophy achievement. Yep. The first thing you do
in the game
is to shit.
Shit.
And I ended up getting the top shit power or whatever.
You get that trophy right off the bat, or achievement or whatever.
Yeah. I was pretty excited about that. I'm the Deuce Master.
The Deuce Master.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun game. I've only played like 2 hours of it. I'm gonna play a lot more of it.
I'm gonna play the Stick of Truth here directly at some point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think you have to play the Stick of Truth to get this game. However, this game literally picks up where the Stick of Truth ended. It's just like literally the next day. So it's still pretty goofy, but they just made a lot of quality of life improvements and all that jazz. But I mean, there's a lot of games out right now that I want to play. Just gotta find the time.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully next week. After this coming week, I'm hoping to have a lot more time in my life. I wish.
I was gonna say, I've missed you, bro. I haven't talked to you in like 10 days.
It just sucks. I wish every day could be 36 hours long for me. That's where I am in my life, in how much time I need. If I wanted to just do everything I wanted to do
in a day, yeah.
It sucks. But hey, not here to be sad. Although the things we're going to talk about are sad things.
There's a couple sad things happening.
Yeah, so let's talk about
the saddest of the saddest of things.
Yeah, EA shut down Visceral Games. Visceral Games made the Dead Space franchise. They made Battlefield Hardline. Some would call Battlefield Hardline game of the generation. This guy right here.
I can't think. I honestly can't think of a single type of person who would actually say that.
But
I tried. I really did for all of like 5 seconds. But.
Yeah, but the biggest thing is that they were working on a single-player Star Wars project led by Amy Hennig, who is most famously known for directing the Uncharted franchise and Uncharted 2 and all kinds of stuff. So she's obviously a great visionary for video games, and EA has canned this project, sort of, kind of, and said goodbye to Visceral.
Are they still doing something with this game, or is it like just like that? Just like we put all this work into it, and fuck it.
Well,
here we go.
Let me tell you. Quote from Patrick Soderlund from EA.
Oh, that guy.
Very generic dude. In these conferences that they do. In its current form, it was shaping up to be a story-based linear adventure game. Throughout the development process, we have been testing the game concept with players, listening to the feedback about what and how they want to play, and closely tracking fundamental shifts in the marketplace. It has become clear that to deliver an experience that players will want to come back to and enjoy for a long time, we needed to pivot the design. Work on the game will slowly wind down at Visceral as EA shutters the studio and will transfer to EA Vancouver, who has been working on the game so far. No word on Amy Hennig. As part of the shift, the Star Wars game is also being delayed from 2019 to an undefined date in the future. There you go.
How long until Disney just pulls the plug on this partnership? Because, I mean, outside of the two Battlefronts, what else has happened?
I know. It's been a shit show a little bit, you know, because the first Battlefront was good, but it was absolutely not what it should have been.
Yeah.
The second Battlefront seems to be better. They're doing a campaign. The gameplay's better, but then they add these fucking pay-to-win mechanics to it with the loot boxes. Then you have this, too. And to me, what this says is we do not want to ever make a single-player focused game again, because we want to make a game that you are constantly coming back to. And by constantly coming back to, you're constantly buying shit. And we can make a fucking way more money off of something like that than we can having this very tight, artistic, great single-player experience.
You see, that's that's kind of like the whole fucking thing right now. It's like a lot of companies are doing that. It's more just making money than making, quality stuff. Mm-hmm. At least at least with the other person who I think of who's kind of doing this in some ways, like Ubisoft. At least they're kind of still first off, their games are. I feel like all of their last couple games, in more recent memory, have been better. But they still have the single player stuff. I mean, Assassin's Creed is all that. Ghost Recon was apparently. It sold very, very well for many, many months. For Honor did well for a while until problems with that game came up. And Rainbow Six is still going strong. So it's I don't know. If you say people aren't buying these kinds of games, what do you talk about, man?
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about this, and the best point that was made is saying that, if you have a single-player Star Wars game, Star Wars, you're guaranteed to fucking sell millions just based off of fucking throwing Star Wars on there. But then you say it's directed by Amy Hennig and it's this awesome game, you're guaranteed to sell millions, but you won't be able to have people constantly coming back and buying loot boxes and microtransactions and DLC and all this stuff like you could with, say, a shared world Star Wars game.
Yeah.
A Destiny-like Star Wars game.
Which, that wouldn't be bad either, but it's still, people want the single player. People want that.
Yeah.
I also thought I heard at this point, some people think it's dreaded, the games as a service thrown around. People are talking about this, that they're moving away from that to move, again with Visceral, moving away from that kind of stuff to making more games as a service, and I'm just I'm not a big fan of that. Sometimes it works, like Hitman it worked, I feel like, because that game had a fucking long lifespan. That game was a year and a half. That game is still like going. It was still people were playing it, but like I don't know. Not everything needs to be that.
No.
You'll make your money if you just make a good game. I mean, look at games like. Well, then again, they keep putting the game out over and over again. But look at Skyrim. Look at games like The Last of Us. Those games have sold well. Look at, well, even the GTA. GTA didn't have microtransactions to start off with, but GTA was just a great game. It didn't even have online at first. The game fucking sold well, and then, I mean, it still sells well, but maybe that's because of that stuff. But, like...
But GTA is also a game that, you know, you're always just going to come back to it, even if it is a single-player experience, because there's just a lot to do. You know, you have The Last of Us or Uncharted, and you might play it once and never touch it again. Which is fine, because that experience that you're going to have playing it, you're probably going to enjoy it. It's going to be one of the most memorable and tight experiences you have playing a video game, but you're not going to come back. Like, I'm not coming back to Uncharted and spending money on it.
Yeah.
In terms of multiplayer and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
But like, you can still make it like Assassin's Creed, which is what a lot of the early projections for what this game was going to be was. It was going to be a Star Wars game in the vein of Assassin's Creed, directed by Amy Hennig, and that's like, you know, clickbait gamer stuff, like, you know, heaven in a lot of ways. So, but which heck, Ubisoft's they got their microtransactions in Assassin's Creed games. Again, I'm playing Syndicate. You can just buy currency just to be able to buy everything at that point. And it's just like, I mean, if you need microtransactions, there you go. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just such an unfortunate thing that they had to close the studio down. And EA has killed so many incredible studios.
Even within the last year. I mean,
it's
they killed...
just unfortunate.
Whichever one was working on Mass Effect Andromeda.
That's BioWare Montreal, I think. But, I mean, BioWare's still around, but yeah, they transitioned that studio around, but they've killed Pandemic, they killed Maxis, the people that made SimCity and stuff, and, like, incredible studios, and now Visceral's another one. And, you know, I'm sure there is so much that goes into a decision like this, and that it's not taken lightly and everything, and I'm not claiming to be a businessman, but you see sometimes, like, Sony Santa Monica, for example, they were working on a new IP. It wasn't working out. They canned the fucking project, and now they're making God of War, the new one. And that happens sometimes, but, like, why couldn't they have just canned the project and say, work on something else we already have in development, help another studio out, or come up with something better, or pivot the design in the studio? You know, like, why do they have to close the studio down, and now a bunch of people are going to lose their jobs, and it's going to be no more? I mean, I'm sure they spent a shitload of money on this that they're never going to see back for a long time, because they still have to now completely rework this game, and it probably will be a very long time before it's out, and I'm sure there's a lot of cost there. There's a lot of operational cost with the studio and paying these people and stuff, but you see a lot. I just feel like we see that sort of stuff happen in like Microsoft with Lionhead. Like, Fable Legends wasn't working, so why couldn't they say, fuck this project, let's make Fable 4? Instead, they shut the whole studio down. Or Sony with Evolution Studios. They made MotorStorm and other things, and MotorStorm did well for them. Drive Club was a disaster in terms of development. It didn't sell as well. Why did they have to shut the studio down? You know, why couldn't they just say, all right, we're taking a hit on this one, let's come back with something better?
Yeah, like, probably like one big loss, does it mean, you know? Which then again, maybe there's a lot more than that again going on behind the scenes, but I mean,
I'm sure it's always a thought when I see this sort of stuff of, like, well, how come sometimes the project just gets canned and they move on to something else, but then sometimes the project gets canned and the whole studio's done, you know? Like, it's a sad thought.
Especially because, like, I love Dead Space, which is like, you know, and now I can't make the prediction next year at E3 for Dead Space 4. It's like, it's not going to happen. It's like, damn it, now I got to come up with something new.
Yep. RIP Virtual Studios. Hopefully everybody there finds a job. somewhere. It's unfortunate. Also, what the hell's going to happen with Respawn's Star Wars game that's supposed to be a single-player game?
Well, I would assume maybe that it would be. I mean, just looking at Respawn, first-person shooters still so well. Be a first-person shooter.
This is supposed to be a third-person thing.
But that one?
Yeah. So I don't know. Who knows?
Again, who knows? I don't know. Maybe for whatever reason, past projects with Visceral just haven't been. Maybe they just haven't been doing as well as EA wanted, and so it's just like, all right, we're not dealing with this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because if at least my memory serves correctly, Battlefield Hardline did do well.
I think it did okay, but it definitely didn't hang on like other Battlefields.
Like that, like there was that, and then Dead Space 3 was a disappointment in a lot of ways. So like maybe it was just the final nail in the coffin, maybe.
Yeah, I do very much worry for BioWare because I do think if Anthem does not hit, it could be a bad thing for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that'll be a sad, sad thing, but it's something I could totally see happen. It's unfortunate. I wish EA just didn't own anything.
or hopefully, or somehow they don't just drop whatever, for Anthem or anything like that. They don't just drop the rights to those things and they, sell them or something. Even though I wouldn't doubt that EA would be like, yeah, let's keep this, and then we can make a game that's more to what we want to make with these names.
Yeah, and I wonder. Last thing I'm going to say on this, you kind of brought this up, but I wonder what Disney has to say about this. Is Disney looking back at doing this 10-year exclusive deal with just EA as a bad decision? Because you look at their Marvel properties, and their Marvel properties are all over the place, and they have a ton of really cool teams working on different things. That's a great way to grow all those properties, a great way to break Marvel properties into gaming a lot more.
Yeah.
You could have the same thing with Star Wars and probably make even more money because Star Wars is so fucking popular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now you have EA, and the only thing they have to show is 2 Battlefront games. Yeah,
we're almost... they started that deal in, 2013? 13, so we're 4 years in. And it's only 2 games to show for it. And then if that's this Visceral game, or whatever, the Star Wars game, that whatever it was supposed to be is not to what was it, 2021 or something? 2020? It's the earliest, so that's that's 7 years and then maybe 3 or 4 games at that point. It's eesh.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. In other depressing news, especially for the future, Activision files patent for microtransaction-minded matchmaking system. Activision has filed a patent for a microtransaction-driven system for matchmaking in games. This was filed back in 2015 and was officially granted to the publisher by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office today, October 17th. Described as a system and a method that drives microtransactions in multiplayer video games, the patent outlines a system in which players are matched together in such a way that it encourages the purchase of in-game content. For example, the system may match a more expert/marquee player with a junior player to encourage the junior player to make game-related purchases of items possessed/used by the marquee player, as the newer player may wish to emulate the veteran player by purchasing the same weapons, gear, etc. they have acquired. The system also matches players to encourage microtransactions in other ways, including dropping a player into a match where a specific in-game purchase proves to be especially useful, as doing so may enhance the level of enjoyment by the player for the game-related purchase, which may encourage future purchases. It is also important to note that while the patent uses a first-person shooter game for its examples, the system can be applied to other genres as well. Bungie community manager Deej confirmed that none of this functionality appears in Destiny, and Activision themselves, all they had to say was, this was an exploratory patent filed in 2015 by an R&D team working independently from our game studios. It has not been implemented in-game. This, to me, paints an extremely grim future for AAA video games.
It
fucking sucks.
Now, granted, companies file for patents all the time. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And a lot of them don't ever see the light of day. They just want to have the idea for themselves.
It's Activision.
But it's Activision who has their hand in fucking everything and in just about all the best stuff. And now it's basically saying, we're going to affect your gaming experience so that you will give us more money. And that's super shitty.
After you probably drop $60 to buy it in the first place.
Yep.
And we're going to completely manipulate your experience in your mind so that you feel obligated to constantly be buying stuff in the game.
I hope that
that's fucked up.
I hope that this is a thing where it's maybe because I mean I can guarantee you that no gamer wants this.
No, absolutely.
Nobody wants this. And so I hope that this is a thing where this is more of like, hey, we've made this system, you can put it in your game, and then hopefully like a lot of people like Bungie. Maybe, but then a lot of the other people who work closely with Activision, I can see them being less likely to kind of be, what's the word I'm looking for, on board with this. Like, I mean, I could probably see this happen in a Call of Duty. But I would hope that maybe some of the developers would be like, I can't stand by this. Now, granted, yes, they're going to be like, we're going to make more money. But it's like at the same time, it's like, once people find out what developers, especially by Activision, who are using this system, people aren't going to fucking play those games anymore.
Yeah, I just think this whole loot box microtransaction sort of thing, it's really coming to a head over the past few weeks with a lot of these fall AAA games that are coming out. I do think that, one, the system will absolutely have to change, and hopefully for the better. And two, like, people just aren't going to fucking buy these games for this shit.
Yeah, like
it's just stupid. Like, when I found out about Shadow of War having that stuff, now I've heard Shadow of War isn't that bad until you get to the end of the game, but you know, it made me not want to buy it. Star Wars Battlefront 2 system makes me not want to buy it. You know, like that's just an honest thing. That's not me just saying it. Like, when I saw that stuff, I'm just like it just sucks. Like, I don't want to have to. I want to just experience the game and not just be chasing loot boxes. You know what I mean? Which I feel all these games are turning into.
Here's my thing with loot boxes, every time we bring this up, I mention this. There's a great way and a not so great way to do loot boxes. Forza 7 is a terrible way to do loot boxes.
Yeah, because the whole game's designed around it, and it's shitty.
Overwatch, great way to do loot boxes, in the sense that it's, you know, it's non-consequential. You know what I mean?
Right.
All the stuff you get. And so it's like, I'm okay. Here's also my thing with loot boxes. I've also just accepted loot boxes are a thing of games. Loot boxes are okay when I want to sink extra money into this game, not when I need to sink extra money in this game to enjoy it. Like the system is saying, if I have to put more money in, then I'm not gonna want to, and I'm not gonna want to play that game. If it's more of like, I'm happy, especially every time like an Overwatch event comes up, I'm happy with sinking like a good bit of money to get loot boxes to see if I can get this stuff. I'm okay with that because it's inconsequential. It has no effect on the gameplay. But again, and I will enjoy Overwatch just the same, whether or not if I don't get what I'm looking for or whatever, or if I don't put that money in. But like in this kind of system, if it's like in order to actually enjoy what I'm doing, I have to. I'm not going to do it.
Right, and you know, a lot of people jump on Overwatch for really starting this stuff, and they weren't the first ones to start. They just absolutely popularized it.
Oh yeah,
and everybody wants to jump on that train. But the thing with Overwatch of why I feel it's a good implementation of loot boxes and all this stuff is that it's, one, the game isn't designed around it. Yeah. Two, like you said, they don't fucking matter. To me, when you play Overwatch, it's about the characters, the gameplay, the skill level of being in a match, working with a team. It's about the game in the experience of playing the game, that other stuff is off to the side and you could totally fucking ignore it if you wanted to. You know what I mean? Where, like Forza 7, I feel, or Battlefront 2, from the beta and from what people have been saying about it, it's like your progress is now based off of random shit.
Yeah.
That you're getting from loot boxes. It's just, that sucks to me. When the whole thing is just designed around it, it's just like, it's an unfortunate thing that loot boxes have never made a game better.
No, especially in a personal situation. I understand that like, even though that's totally not why they're in games, some of the things, like, we want to say to somebody who doesn't have the time to sink hours upon hours into a game, they can, get to the experience, still get to enjoy the game by putting in loot boxes. That's fine, but, like, again, that's like, you can just grind through the game and get all the stuff and do everything normal. Like,
if I have to grind and I feel obligated to pay to speed up that grind, then your game isn't worth playing.
Yeah.
And that sucks. But getting back to this patent sort of thing, I'm not that sort of thing happens. Like, if you play Destiny 2, for example, you're playing in Crucible and you are getting wrecked by a dude in the other team that just has this incredible exotic weapon. I'm like, fuck, I really, really want that weapon. You know what I mean? But I want that weapon, and I want to have the experience of going and chasing that weapon down in game through my own experience. If I have that same feeling, but the only way I can get it is through buying microtransactions or loot boxes or other shit, then fucking I'm out.
Fuck that.
Like, that is a serious thing of like, oh man, that's really cool, I want that.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. Like, I see, like, that's a cool piece of gear. Or I hear about a cool piece of gear, it's like, I fucking want that. And the same thing, it's like, in some other games, and like, to kind of bring it back to Overwatch again, with like the whole thing when you were saying about how loot boxes don't matter, it's like a 5-second enjoyment. It's like, hey, look at the skin I got.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's done. That's all it is. Hey, look at this funny fucking emote where I make Winston, fucking do shadow puppets with his feet. There, done. 5 seconds of enjoyment. Alright, let's get back to the game.
Yeah, like, most of the stuff you're getting from loot boxes and all that stuff, it's not really great.
That's
stuff.
It's like,
it's just, they have to make these things more worthwhile. To me, you have to balance your game a lot better. Just don't. It just sucks that some of these games are just becoming so upfront about greed, and it's not about the game.
And the other shitty thing about it is this kind of shit's not going to go away, because there's always going to be the people who are just like, who are gonna abuse that system.
Right.
It's like, oh, I can just get all the good stuff by throwing money down. Oh yeah, I'll do that. And it's like, so there's never going to be like a massive upheaval where people aren't going to be about that, or if they put loot boxes in the game, it's like, oh, nobody's going to use them. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's got to make your voices heard, man. So we ain't dealing with this.
Just don't support this shit. Like, I'm going to get Shadow of War, but I'm going to buy it used. I don't want to give my money to Warner Brothers. I'm not going to buy the microtransaction loot boxes or anything.
No.
Unless I really, really love the game, maybe I'll buy the DLC or something. Stored DLC, but just don't. If you really, truly don't want this shit, don't support it. Don't be the person complaining about Shadow of War or Battlefront 2, and then, you end up buying into this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just put your money where your mouth is, homie. Speaking of Destiny 2, let's talk about something that, could be cool. It's a little positive news here.
Yeah, after almost a half an hour of just down, we're going to go up.
Yeah, so Bungie talked about Destiny 2 in events and seasons, basically. That's what the game's going to be now. It's all seasons, and then these events happen per season, or they're saying there's going to be one really big, unique event per season. They haven't said how long these seasons are. I imagine, a few months. Lining up with the actual seasons, But they said a few things. First, the team announced that Destiny 2 is now in the hands of the Live team. So that's cool. Destiny 2 will have 4 yearly seasons, each of which will make major balance changes to the cooperative and competitive aspects of the game as needed and offer some new events, multiplayer maps, and gear for players. The team also announced the return of the continuation of 3 major events. The Dawning, which now involves tower ice hockey and snowball fights.
Aha!
The Iron Banner, and faction rallies, each of which will offer new gear every season. A new event, Clarion Calls, will also allow players to earn bright engrams twice as quickly if they are playing with clanmates. The content of bright engrams will also change every season. Bungie has announced new plans for the future of this gear. First, the team is reworking the way Iron Banner gear works by adding energy-based versions of those weapons, as well as giving new perks that will make them stand out from the regular gear.
Okay,
that's awesome. This will also be applied to Trials of the Nine weapons. That's good. There will also be seasonal ornaments for those new weapons and gear, which will be unlocked by completing various objectives during that season called rituals. After which that specific ornament cannot be earned again. Additionally, players will be able to purchase seasonal gear with faction tokens and legendary shards. The team also showed off some new gear for the Dawning, which includes specialized ghost ships and sparrows, which will be earned during that event. They didn't announce a date for Season 2 or when the Dawning will begin. But it seems like they are really trying to acknowledge the problem with the first game, and that is once you burn through everything, there really wasn't much to do, and the events were very sporadic. Now they're going to try to have events happening all the time and things happening more regularly to keep you coming back often and to make that gear hopefully a little bit more worthwhile. Like the stuff from Iron Banner I think is good, but it definitely needs a little bit more of a spark to it to keep me coming back for every Iron Banner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought the faction rallies was kind of dumb, so hopefully they make that a little bit more worthwhile. Having the Dawning come back, that could be cool. Who knows if they'll bring back Sparrow Racing with this one?
Better bring back the Tumbler Sparrows, man. I missed that.
Well, it does seem cool though.
One thing, which is I just was thinking this while we were where I talk about that. One thing I think they do need to fix though with like Iron Banner and Trials of the Nine is and Dado did a video on this and he makes it very well pointed. A lot of people aren't happy with Iron Banner. You know, a lot of people are saying like, oh, your power level doesn't matter, and he's like, yeah, but unless you were like a 15 to 20 like light level distance in Destiny 1, your light didn't matter in Destiny 1 either. And so, but he said the one problem that he thinks is there is that with like Destiny 1 in both Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris, you could like, there were achievements that you could go to, like that had gear that you could buy, that by getting to a certain point you could buy it, and now that's not in this now, so now you're just kind of wandering aimlessly. So, I mean, here's my fast and easy fix to both those things. Have it be like a system where it's like you have like 3 guns and 2 pieces of armor that, you know, whenever it pops up, these are available. And maybe for like, instead of spending your tokens towards getting engrams, like 25 tokens, and you can get this gun or this thing. And it's like, boom, and then people won't feel like I'm just playing this and not getting that much of a reward out of it.
Yeah, and that definitely was the problem with Iron Banner this time around.
I mean, it was fun, but like there was no guarantee. Like I literally my last like faction package that I got with Iron Banner, I finally got like, and I have like I got all the armor.
Ooh.
But it was like, it literally like, I probably after what? Well, there was at least 10. So after probably like 12 or 13, I finally got all of it. It's like,
yeah, and I wonder if they did the whole your power level doesn't matter sort of thing, because the game does need balancing, in my opinion, in competitive stuff. Like the only weapon anybody ever uses is the Mighty Multi-Tool, and there's a lot of a lot of things like that they have to work out. Like, melees are fucking ridiculously underpowered.
Supers are kind of, at least you and your super is really underpowered.
Yeah.
I think maybe it might have been because now there's, I mean, besides it being a different game mode, then if power level mattered, then there'd be very little different between it and Trials of the Nine. In a lot of ways. I mean, it would just be the same kind of thing, and it's like, Trials of the Nine's around every week, so why would I do this when I can just do this every week? But then again, you don't get that much for doing Trials of the Nine either. So, but yeah, with the live events, hopefully the live events are substantial. I would imagine the Dawning would maybe come around whenever the first DLC comes out. I would assume maybe, but I would also maybe assume that the Dawning would be available for everyone. I would hope.
Oh yeah,
that like at least like the live event stuff would be available. That wouldn't be locked behind like here you got to buy.
I imagine around PSX then. That's always when they do that sort of event.
And I would assume probably again around that time would be when the first DLC would come out.
Yeah.
Unless they do like every 6 months, and you know what I mean, and then, or who knows, maybe this that DLC's the. I hope not, because then what the heck are we going to do for the whole year? The next year's DLC. You know what I mean? Like the Taken King. The sour stuff is a Taken King of Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Which I hope not.
No.
Because it'd be like, but yeah, that's cool. I like that now the live team kind of has their shit together, and they know, and they kind of at least have an idea of what they're doing. Yeah. It's like, hey, look, we're going to do the Dawning. Don't worry, there's going to be all kinds of stuff, and then 6 months of nothing.
Yeah, they're definitely making a little bit more improvement there, which is cool. And they put together a live team around Taken King time, I think it was, for Destiny 1. It was like, all right, you kind of should have made this from the start, but then it didn't really pay off that well. We were like, well, what the fuck are they doing? But obviously, they were getting geared up for Destiny 2.
Yeah.
There has been a bunch of trailers and other like small little movie and TV news. Thought we'd have a chat about. The biggest one is Han Solo movie.
Okay,
it got an official title. It's called Solo
Cup. Solo Cup. The Han Solo story.
Yeah, Solo is a Star Wars story. I mean, there's not much to say about that. To read into it, obviously, Han Solo and everything, but yeah, I think it's kind of a dumb name. But,
yep.
And I know it's like an origin story for Han Solo or a prequel sort of thing, but I don't know. He could have done something way cooler than that.
He could have come up with a better name. You could even just call it the Han Solo movie, and I feel like that would have been better. I don't know. Solo is just like super cheesy.
Yeah.
And he's not Solo. There's other characters. He's not Solo.
The one thing I do like about this, though, is that they're sticking with that whole little thing of a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
for sure. I hope they stick with that.
Still coming out in May. May 25th,
that's crazy.
I believe. May 20-something. Whatever.
It's just so crazy that we'll get The Last Jedi,
and then
6 months later get another Star Wars movie, and then we'll have to wait a year and a half to get another one. It's just, I don't know. December to me is the perfect time to put a Star Wars movie out. It does not.
Nothing else happens.
Exactly. It does not need to compete or show its wang during the summer month season. Especially if you're Disney, you have big animated films, you have Marvel movies. Let those movies dominate that time for you, and then you can dominate the end of the year with Star Wars. You know.
Again, in personal opinion, just also with hearing all the production problems this movie has. This movie's going to show its wang in May, and it's not going to perform well. Not going to be able to get it up. Maybe, hopefully, it can get it up. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't want Star Wars to not ever be able to get it up. But.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of The Last Jedi, though, I mean, it's kind of old news at this point. The most recent trailer was incredible, but seriously, if you haven't watched it and you want to go in blind, do not watch this trailer.
I don't think that there's...
It didn't spoil, like, massive things, but there are things in there that I wish I did not see, you know, ahead of time.
Like, Snoke...
Snoke is, to me, the one thing, and then the ending, which... The ending of the trailer, I'm sure they're fucking with everybody with that.
But that happens in some way. Somehow that scene happens.
I did not want to see that, you know what I mean?
Well, the thing with Kylo Ren and Leia, when he's in the starship, Now, granted, again, that's another scene that I don't think happens that way. Which, who knows, though? Rey's a clone. I'm calling it right now. I've been saying this for months. Rey's a clone. She's Kylo Ren's clone. Actually, that's probably not true. But, but
it was a fucking great trailer.
It is.
It made me so happy. I'm like, I am just so fucking ready for The Last Jedi, man. Whew.
I heard a lot of other, there's theory. I mean, there's the ever-present theory that Rey's going to turn dark, which, go for it, why not? And then there's Luke's going to turn dark, but I'm like, no. Well, who knows, they can pull it off, right? But, yeah. There are some things that they spoil, but I mean, they still don't show a whole lot.
No.
Which they still show a lot less than, like, the Thor trailer.
Yeah, like, they show a lot. They show a lot, but kind of like with the first movie, like, there's still so much more surrounding all those things, probably, that you honestly can't piece it together.
Yeah.
And know that it's going to do that and that and that and that and that. I mean, yes, but, who knows. I'm excited for it, though.
They got the new fucking little Ewok thing. I forget what it's called. Looks like a penguin.
Oh,
with
yeah.
With like a gerbil awesome. Face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like...
I think it looked awesome. Yeah. We got a New Mutants trailer. First one here. Right. New Mutants is kind of the next X-Men movie.
It's a horror movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a horror movie. And I am actually way more intrigued by this now than I was, people just saying they're making a New Mutants movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a big horror movie guy, but I want to see a superhero movie do horror. Is this movie rated R? Or is it...
I don't know if that's been announced yet.
PG-13. Yeah, I mean, I was just curious what they would do with that.
I'm excited to see, because most horror movies they're like given like the minimalist of budgets. I want to see a horror movie with a fucking budget. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Also, this movie's like super cool because it has like a who's who of people who like of young actors. I mean, it has Anya Taylor-Joy, who plays Colossus' sister, Magic. That's who that is. And that's The Split, The Witch, Morgan. It's got Maisie Williams, of course, from Game of Thrones. Charlie Heaton from Stranger Things.
Oh. He
plays Cannonball. He can just propel himself and hit things. That's the some of these are pretty stupid. Henry Zaga, he's mostly known. He plays Sunspot. Sunspot was in X-Men: Days of Future Past. He's mostly known. He was in 13 Reasons Why and Teen Wolf. And then Blue Hunt was in the originals. And then I don't know who Alicia Braga is. But yeah, there's like a who's who of like young, like up and coming actors and actresses. And I'm like, yeah. Though I got a little disheartened when they announced that they've already announced that it's going to be a trilogy.
Really?
Yeah. Like, come on. Like, at least entertain the notion that maybe you're waiting to see if this movie does well first. Movies more often than not nowadays are getting burned because of things like that. I mean, that's what happened with Terminator Genesis.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Fantastic Four. Though, well, okay, I'm not going to talk about Terminator Genesis. I did watch that movie finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. But yeah, so this movie hopefully is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the trailer. Looks intriguing to me.
Well, oh, it's the Demon Bear. That's the villain. I swear to God, that's the name of the villain is Demon Bear.
Speaking of horror movies, though, I watched the first Friday the 13th. Never seen any of those movies.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a twist. It's a fucking meh movie, and then they fucking throw a twist in it.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Exactly.
Honestly, watch that one. Maybe watch the first 4, and you can stop there.
Yeah, that's... because I was looking more into it, and I'm like, I kind of do actually want to watch more of these. Just to see what's up.
You can watch the first 4, the 5th one... Yeah.
Isn't there one where he goes to space?
Yep. There's one where he's in fucking space. Jason X. Jason Takes Manhattan, where they only spend about 20 minutes of the actual movie in Manhattan. New Blood, where he fights the girl who has telekinetic powers. Jason Goes to Hell, where he's actually not Jason, he's a spirit that possesses other people's bodies. Man, they get bad.
Yeah.
But the first 4, which even the third one's not that good, and then 6. And that's all that fucking matters for those movies.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it
Kevin Bacon
kind of happens. Yeah,
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon got something, man. At least he got the fuck before he got killed.
Before he got stabbed in the throat with an arrowhead.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to love those movies, but I mean, and I still do. I mean, they're fucking campy shit fests, but which is what makes them awesome. Like the third one's in 3D, and it's one of those 3D movies where it's like we're going fucking all out with the 3D. There's a dude who gets his head crushed, his eyeball pops out towards the screen, and it's not 3D, so it looks terrible. And just like there's just a lot of things that are done, you know, for the obvious effect of the 3D. But yeah,
yeah. To me, the thing this kind of happens with a lot of horror movies that at least the ones I've seen. I haven't seen as many as you, whatever. But it's like you don't have a horror movie without characters just making fucking stupid. And that's what drives me crazy and why I'm like I can't watch this because things are only happening because you're fucking stupid. As a character, you know.
If I can recommend,
in terms of writing,
if I can recommend, well, I recommend at least watching the first couple ones of any of them. Like the first Nightmare on Elm Street's great. I'd recommend maybe the first Halloween. Have you seen the first Halloween?
I saw the first Halloween. I didn't really.
Okay, watch Scream. Scream's great because Scream's very self-aware, and there's a lot of moments that are unintentionally brilliant, like with Scream, and like, that's why Scream's like a great. Scream might be the best one. Out of like all those old school, but that's because again, it's like it knows.
Yeah.
And Wes Craven puts in a line where he says all the Nightmare on Elm Streets besides the first one suck, and people was like, yeah, people complain about that line. I directed the third one, which is one of the ones that sucks. I'm like, no, that doesn't work. You can't throw yourself under the bus like that. But
yeah,
still need to see it. Still haven't done that yet. Still need to see Get Out.
Get Out. So. IGN posted some top 100 horror movies that they made a while ago. I guess they updated the list, though. Threw It on there, the new It movie at number 75, I think, and Get Out, number 28, they put on there.
What's number...
Get Out's not a horror movie to me, though.
I've heard it's a suspense
sort of thing, but it is really good. I like it.
Right, I was trying to remember, because I was trying to remember what the top ones. I think number 3 was Halloween.
Yeah,
number 2 was The Shining. Number 2 was Silence of the Lambs, which is again another movie that's not a horror movie. The Shining, maybe I could see The Shining being a horror movie, but not Silence of the Lambs. Sorry, but fucking Buffalo Bill with his tucking his dick between his legs isn't all that scary. The movie's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
But they announced the release date for The Punisher.
Finally,
November 17th. I don't know why you held out for 3 weeks or however long it's a month. Put out a Justice League trailer. It's just a fucking Justice League trailer. They're not doing a cinematic universe anymore, which is like, we want to focus on making great movies, and it's like, why weren't you doing that in the first place?
Yeah.
But that's like all the shit that happened movie-wise. They put out another Stranger Things trailer, which is just, I mean, still didn't show off too much, which is great. Well, okay, they did show off a little bit, but like,
got Thor and
Thor. Yep, not next week, but the week after that, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't it like
November 3rd?
Yeah, 3rd. So have to go see that.
Yeah. We gotta figure out where we're gonna see it.
Right, because do we see it? Well, I don't. But also, comes the problem of going to the tavern, because then it's like either we see bad movies or we see Marvel movies at the tavern. That's what it's gonna end up being.
Pretty much. I mean, we saw Alien Covenant, but that falls in the bad movie.
That falls in the bad movie. The only good movie we've seen there is Doctor Strange. God.
I was thinking, and you guys have seen it already, so I'm debating for me. I feel like Blade Runner 2049 would have been the perfect movie to see there, and for a few reasons. One, the screen in the movie tavern is incredible. 2, Blade Runner is so fucking long.
It's 3 hours.
That you could probably pound 2 drinks in the first
and be sober by the end
and
of it.
be fine by the end.
Yeah.
But that whole time you're just like, wow, this is great, and you're kind of and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, that would have been awesome to do.
Take Sam's advice. Fucking strap in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of staring at things.
Yeah.
And then never mind, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah. Alright. let's talk about some musical stuff. Dave Mustaine has Lyme disease. He recently said he got bit by a tick, and he's been sick for the past few months, and that he's really tired, but he said he's okay.
You said they just canceled the rest of their tour dates with Scorpions because Klaus Meine had throat issues or something.
Yeah.
So I guess that comes. Does he give he probably doesn't give any reference for how long he's had it. Have they been touring? Has he been touring with that? Like just.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow.
Because they were on that.
Kudos to him. I mean, all joking aside, that normally comes with mentions of Dave Mustaine on this channel.
Yeah.
Good on him for just being like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking keep playing. Gonna keep touring.
Yeah. Definitely. Martin Eric Aim, who's the co-founder of Celtic Frost, has passed away at the age of 50. He suddenly collapsed when he switched to a different tram, they said. So, a heart attack. But he started Celtic Frost, and Celtic Frost has influenced a lot of underground black metal and thrash and all that stuff, so rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Mike Patton, who is the singer of Faith No More, Dead Cross, he scored a film adaptation of a Stephen King story, which is interesting. Mike Patton scores to Stephen King's source thriller 1922, which is now on Netflix.
Oh yeah, so I've been seeing all kinds of stuff about that.
Yeah.
On the social medias.
Yeah, another Stephen King movie on Netflix. Have you watched Gerald's Game on Netflix?
No, but I need to.
That's cool.
Also, there's a short story, or a short movie. I guess it is still a short story. I think it's called The Survivor, which is another Stephen King one. And it's, I think it has one actor in it. I think it's Gideon Emery. And it's 20 minutes long. But it's him enacting a short story by Stephen King. Apparently it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to check that out. I don't know if that's anywhere. If it's on Netflix but I heard about that a couple months ago.
Making movies or TV shows off of Stephen King stuff is the cool thing to do now.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of them all over. But it's always been the cool thing to do. And it's honestly, when you hear about some of the best movies ever made, they're there's usually at least a Stephen King movie in there somewhere. The Shawshank Redemption's up there. The Shining is again probably another one that's up there.
The new Dark Tower movie is certainly one that's up there.
Yeah, it's up there on a list of biggest movies that had the best potential, but then fell flat on their face. Yeah.
I still say making a TV show, man. Fuck movies.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're making they're doing the miniseries. That's what I was mentioning earlier. Apparently, and I just heard this from my dad, so this is so take this with a grain of salt. Apparently, they're just going to be yeah, we're going to make the series, but we're going to pretend the movie didn't happen. Hopefully, they keep the cast, because I thought the cast was great. They just didn't have a good story behind them.
Yeah. Let's see here. Moving on. Shockingly, The Faceless has announced a new album, In Becoming a Ghost, and it comes out December 1st. Faceless is actually putting out new music. So there you go. We'll see what happens with that. Killswitch Engage, Anthrax, and Havoc are touring.
That's coming to the Ram's Head in February.
Yep.
I saw that. I'm yeah. I missed the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go to this one.
Yeah, I'm debating. Hopefully things work out around the time, because I would love to see all three of those bands. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And Ram's Head's pretty cool. So, there was something here that I just saw, but I am missing it. Let's see here. Flesh God Apocalypse loses their vocalist, so that sucks. But we'll see how they move on. They did get someone to fill in everything, and they're gonna continue. We'll see how in terms of recording what happens there. Black Label Society and Corrosion of Conformity, I Hate God, and Red Fang are touring together. Black Label Society is going to put out their new album, Grimmest Hits, in January.
I'm assuming that's a greatest hits album.
It's not.
It's not?
It's actually new.
Oh, wow.
New stuff, I think. War of Ages is still a thing. They're going to put out Alpha December 8th. I cannot believe that band is still going.
I mean, good for them, I guess.
Yeah. There you go. Exhumed and Archaic are touring, so that's pretty damn cool. The new Exhumed album is incredible. The last thing we're going to bring up, which is a very heavy thing, is that Decapitated has been officially charged. Their 2 members have been charged with 3rd degree, and 2 have been charged with 2nd degree. So they're going to have all that stuff go down, and see where that goes from there.
Goodbye to that band.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, even if you get acquitted, and you know what, you're going to have that attached to your name. I mean, how many jokes do people make about OJ?
Yeah.
Him doing it, and he got found acquitted, or Bill Cosby. You know, even though there's overwhelming evidence to suggest that Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I mean it's a different crime, but look at Tim Lambesis. You know.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna let him go for what he did.
Nope. So I just think, man.
Yeah, it's a shame. Shame for all sides there. Definitely. New music. Bell Witch with Mirror Reaper.
Is that black metal?
Sludge. / Funeral Doom.
Funeral Doom. That's a new one. Actually, it's probably not, but...
No, it's a genre. It's been...
After I say that, I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see here. Syra with Letters to Myself.
Syra.
I guess.
Progressive.
Melodic hard rock. It's actually there's ex In Flame members, ex Amaranthi members, and singer Jake E. Oh no, ex Amaranthi singer Jake E. And the drummer from Luca Turilli's Rhapsody. And someone from the band Shining.
Okay.
Interesting. Gwar with The Blood of Gods.
It's good that they're still doing stuff after was it Odorous?
Yeah.
Yeah, Odorous, who passed away a couple years ago.
Yep. The Kennedy Veil with Imperium.
Hardcore?
Technical death metal.
That's how this week's gonna go, eh?
Yeah. Sons of Apollo with Psychotic Symphony.
Folk metal.
Progressive. This is an interesting band too. Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater.
Okay.
On drums. You got somebody from Mr. Big, Bumblefoot from Guns N' Roses.
Bumblefoot, alright. I guess he needs something to do now that Slash took his job back.
Yeah, Jeff Scott Soto from Trans-Siberian Orchestra and Journey. Cool. Trivium with The Sin and the Sentence. There's probably a review coming up very soon of that. Veil of Maya with False Idol. Get your jet on. Europe with Walk the Earth.
Europe, that's like...
Yeah.
Well, like, what are they? They're just hard rock, aren't they?
Yeah, hard rock, heavy metal. In Search of Sun with Virgin Funk Mother.
Metalcore?
Alternative metal. Yeah. Iron Monkey with 913.
Iron Monkey, that's heavy metal.
Sludge. Fuck. It should be heavy metal.
It should be. That's a fucking heavy metal name. Like Iron Monkey.
Sorcerer with The Crowning of the Fire King.
I want to say power metal, but is it?
Doom.
Usually anything like that. It's Doom or fucking... Because isn't there like Epic Doom? Or something like that? It's basically what Kira Ungol is. They're a doom metal band. They're like Epic Doom. And all they write about is Lord of the Rings. They're the Led Zeppelin of doom metal.
Yeah. We came as Romans with cold like war.
They're like hardcore, aren't they?
Yeah, hardcore, metalcore. Not hardcore in terms of like true hardcore sense, but they have some tendencies with that stuff. Okay. Mostly metalcore though.
Okay.
And actually probably leaning a little bit more to the rock and roll. There you go.
I don't listen to them.
Me. That's it. Thanks for watching. There's some stuff on the channel. Check it out. Reviews and shit.
Yeah.
See you later.